Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about International Women's Day, which is celebrated on 8th March every year. This year theme is Choose to Challenge. We need to challenge because a challenged world is an alert world. At the same time, by challenging we can bring change. So let's all of us choose to challenge. Hence this year theme is #Choose to Challenge. We need to challenge gender bias, we need to challenge gender inequality, question the stereotypes, and fight for an inclusive world. Basically, we need to have gender parity in this world. And we need to choose to challenge because in the post-pandemic rebuilding, we need to challenge these inequalities which are present since many centuries, and women is experiencing these inequalities and discrimination from womb to tomb. It is time to change. Hence, we need to challenge. In this video, I'm going to discuss about women and mental health. Gender is a critical determinant of mental health and mental illness. Many studies across the world have clearly shown that symptoms of depression, anxiety, somatization, and psychological distress are 2 to 3 times more in women than in men. Reason being biological. Women are different than men. It may be because of hormonal reasons or else because of reproductive health. Reproductive health means from the day of attaining menarche, premenstrual dysphoria, pregnancy-related complication, antenatal, perinatal, childbirth-related issues, and also menopause. Along with this, reproductive organ-related cancers and other illnesses. Socioeconomic, political, and cultural issues, access to healthcare and resources, violence, poverty, and illiteracy, which is a major challenge for any woman in any part of the world, inequality and gender bias, which is existing in every part of the globe, and of course, discrimination is a default. There was an interesting study which was conducted by NIMANS and National Commission for Women in 2016. The title of the study was Addressing the Concern of Women Admitted to Psychiatric Institutions in India. In-depth analysis. The study was done in 10 randomly chosen public mental health establishments. 245 women were randomly selected and interviewed. Even 20 to 30 of the hospital administrators were also interviewed. Look at the findings. The findings clearly said that 54% of the women said that it is overcrowded. 51 said that they are not being provided inner garments and not even permitted to wear their own clothes, 47%. And inadequate participation in games and culture, 45%. No toiletries are provided for 39% and not allowed to go out of the ward in 54%. In many of these psychiatric institutions, women are not provided with powder and cosmetics. Further, the rights with regard to information, 96% were denied. Access to medical records, 82%. Explaining regarding the treatment, 65% were not given. Access to phones, 61% were denied. To know the knowledge about whom to complain, 56% never knew. No access to the newspaper and magazine for 40%. Kept in restraint for more than one day in 29%. So these are the rights have been violated in public mental hospitals across the country. Further, there was another interesting study which was done in 2019. This study was a collaborative study between Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and Hans Foundation. The title of the study was National Strategy for Inclusive and Community-Based Living for Persons with Mental Illness and Issues. This was a very thoroughly conducted study across the country. The objective of the study was to assess the condition of those who have recovered from their illness but still languishing in mental hospital for more than a year. This study brought in a new light into the literature. This study clearly said that around 4,935 people, that is 36% of those, were cured and they were still languishing in 43 state mental hospitals across 24 states. In that, 54% were women. Many of them are still languishing in mental hospital because The family of origin has rejected them. The father, mother, they are not there. Even if they are there, they are unable to take care of them. The spouse, the husband, is remarried or planning to remarry, and he does not want the woman with mental illness. If the children are there, they are busy in their own world. Property issues, woman has a property. If they take back, that means they have to give the property. Hence, they do not want to take her back. Poverty, and she's not learned, she doesn't have a job, and she does not have a place to go back. In this world where man is dominating, woman with mental illness is a double discrimination. That means, in easy words, it can be called as a double curse which has been bestowed on a woman. Further, a study done by Vikram et al. In 2006 clearly depicted that socioeconomic deprivation led directly to the common mental disorder. That is one pathway. Second pathway, it said that deprived socioeconomic condition led to poor reproductive health and again causing anxiety, depression. Because of poor socioeconomic deprivation, they started using substance use like tobacco. And because of, again, there is no money, they have a chronic illness, they do not know what to do. So all these factors play an important role in development of common mental disorders. To conclude, my dear friends, women's health cannot be considered in isolation from social, political, cultural, religious, and economic issues. Women's health must incorporate mental and physical health across life cycle and should reach beyond the narrow perspective of reproductive and maternal health, which is often the focus of our policies. My dear friends, any crisis, such as COVID crisis, any pandemic, or any disaster, it hits the woman first. It robs woman's choice. That is, her autonomy is lost first. Her voice is subdued or subjugated. That means justice is denied. She loses her economy. She loses her job. Her benefits are taken away. At the same time, her health is at stake. Her safety is a major concern during the crisis, and quality of life is very bad. Hence, my dear friends, let's choose to challenge and bring in change so that we can empower the women so that they make informed decision about their health. So, today, let us raise our hand up high to show our solidarity with women, to bring in change in the post-pandemic world. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time. Stay safe.